Hey hey, Rose gets to level 37 and tries to learn Double Team, but we don't care about Double Team. What we do care about is the whole change of circumstance here. So now that we have this whole trade evolution thing enabled, because I was holding the metal coat when I leveled up, I get to evolve my Cypher, even though it would usually be a trade thing. The game also apparently wants to lag during the trade evo thing here, but yes, we now have ourselves a Scizor. Scizor is pretty freaking badass, we have to say. It also wants to learn Iron Defense. It's not that good of a move, but maybe it could be workable. I don't know, I'm not going to teach it. It might be decent, but yeah. So now we have ourselves Scizor, who has exactly the same amount of HP, obviously, but it has a butt ton of defense, a butt ton of attack, and not a whole lot of speed, but we shall be getting around that problem pretty soon. It has more special attack than it does speed, what the hell, man? Still, it's very good. Very, very good. You see, the next thing that we can do with Scizor is we can also go back to the move tutor over here, and Rose can get back one of the most potent moves, Bullet Punch. Yeah, it's maybe not going to be that great until later when I get attack boosting stuff for it, but Bullet Punch is still as strong as Aerial Ace because of the loss of the Flying Stab. So yeah, this bypasses the low speed because it always goes first. So having a relaxed nature is not necessarily a bad thing for Scizor, because I can get that instead. Which is very good. I can't remember if it can learn any other moves though. I want to just double check and make sure there's nothing else that would be good for it that I could get back. There's Agility, which is decent, but I've just given it Bullet Punch, so there's no need for that. And that's it. Yeah, because Metal Claw's not that good, really. Bullet Punch is just better. And yeah, there's nothing else I need to teach it. Nothing else anybody else needs to. Right, cool. Yeah, it is this dude. I think I might have actually sold him things before, but I forgot about it or something, I don't know. Point is, I have nuggets and stuff to sell. 5 of them, holy crap. 10,000 instead of the usual 5,000, which is cool. I never did play any of the Mystery Dungeon games myself, actually. I should have, but I didn't. 7,500 for the pearls. Think I do still have more stuff for you, good sir. Regular pearls, I could sell them. Star piece is what I want to sell. 9,800. Oh boy, this is kind of a little bit scary, seeing 2 dragons up there. Hey guys, this is Gamer Cow, this is Freshwater Man, and we are going to take this freshwater. It will not probably help us too much, you are lying, Mr. Good Sir. I also forgot to start my timer thing, so hooray, that is a good start. But yeah, we're gonna try and do this gym thing here. Yes, so it's a bit different to Claire's gym and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's a bit different. The trainers in here all use dragon types. So we have seen, I think, 1 of the dragon types so far, and that is Axew, obviously. However, these guys take a step up and they use Fracture. My YouTube is GamerCow101, by the way, just so you know. But yeah, they use Fractures and other dragon types, so they're pretty powerful. The main thing they do first though is Dragon Dance, so you usually get a turn of hitting them, and thanks to the Eviolite, I think I should be okay for surviving a hit from it, even though Dragon Claw is strong and these guys have got ridiculously good attack power. I don't even have to worry about it at the moment because it's not sturdy enough to take on my Aurora Beam, apparently. which is really good. Now, I might be a little bit over-leveled for this one compared to what I had. Like, I'll show the levels I've got at the moment. I mean, the maximum level from this gym is 43, so I might be a little over-leveled, but these guys are terrifyingly strong, and I need to be prepared as much as possible. So as you see Rose the Scissor over here, as you will have seen beforehand with this, because I probably will have shown a little bit of evolution and stuff. But yeah, Scissor is an absolute monster, and is probably going to carry me during this. Shame it doesn't have Swords Dance at the moment, but I will get that later. So yeah, there is that to it, and I think between that and White Rock over there, I should be okay. Hopefully. I'm still not completely confident with this place, because it is a very scary gym. But then again, you know, it's not much scarier than Claire's, to be honest. I mean, the main difference with this one is their very high attack power, but I don't think it's too big a deal. Anyway, Dunno is a different dragon type from what we normally see. This is a dark and dragon type. It has 2 stages of evolution. It is like the pseudo-legendary of this generation, but it takes forever to evolve, so as a dino, it's really not that bad. It does have Hustle as its ability, so don't let it linger, I guess, but if you've got a super effective attack, and Dark and Dragon have got 4 weaknesses between them, 3 that you will likely have, but if you got an Axew out of Mr. Alton Cave, you would probably have that as a weakness too. So there shouldn't be any issue with actually taking it out. And apparently it's still lagging a little bit with this. But yeah, when you use the switches to hit an arm on this, you've got to jump on the switches, so you can't just hit them regularly. But once you jump on the switch, then the dragon will change position depending on where, you know, the arm was, you know, which arm was raised and all of that. So once we beat this guy and we raise the other arm, then the head's going to raise up to the 2nd level. Yes, I do. I've just been explaining how the dragon heads move. So yeah, dragon types from you is probably just 2 Fracture. I don't think he's going to be using anything other than Fractures here. But as you can see, the guys are fairly well leveled, and if they do get an attack on you, it's going to hurt, so yeah. Oh, Taunt, that's different. Yeah, I forgot that the Haxorus line actually learned Taunt. That's interesting. Because they're using only moves which the Haxorus line learns right now, so that's quite nasty actually. Whatever, level 44 is pretty awesome, gotta say. It's a very important milestone to hit. And another Fracture is not going to scare me too much, to be honest, because we've been taking out several of them so far anyway, though now it's just going straight for the Dragon Claw. I do still have Eviolite, so that isn't going to do very much by itself. It's more scary if they get a Dragon Dance or even a Swords Dance up. I don't think they have Swords Dance, but I know Fracture, no, the Haxorus line learns Swords Dance. It might be very late on though, so they probably don't have access to it. But still, Dragon Dance by itself is scary enough, because boosting the speed as well is quite annoying. But anyway, that is not the point, because we now have ourselves our final evolution for the original team that we were using. You know, before getting these new recruits, these new fangled Scissors and Cyphers and Doduos and all of that. I haven't raised Krogunk yet, because I haven't had the time. But yeah, we've got Wherein now, who is pretty beast, I have to say. And it's trying to learn Ice Fang. Too bad it's a modest nature, so Ice Fang is not going to be very useful. This does mean now I need to bin the Eviolite, however, because Eviolite is not going to help this thing anymore, but what will help it is Never Melt Ice. So if I go ahead and find that, it's up here somewhere, there we go. Boost the power of the ice attacks, just so that it has enough power to take everything out here, and I think it will be fine at that. But yeah, it's a pretty nice 162 HP Pokemon. It's got a lot of special attack too, actually. That's not a bad Pokemon to have around right now. Okay, it's not that strong, but it's sturdy. You know, it's a lot sturdier than good friend Dweevil, which says, you know, good stuff for it. It's still got Thick Fat, so it's still got good resistances too. and yeah, it's just all around nice. It's a decent mixed tank thing. That HP score is crazy good. So yeah, we jump on the switch over here, and that will raise the dragon head up by raising the other thing here. If you jump on the switch again, it will lower the dragon head, so it will actually change the thing again. You know, because it will lower one of the arms, but I don't know if we need to do that at all. I don't think we do. I don't see any reason why we would need to do that. But yeah, happy hanging out with Pokemon. Yes, I'd be happy hanging out with cute Pokemon, obviously. I don't think anybody would be unhappy hanging out with cute Pokemon, unless they don't have a heart, obviously. But yeah, that's not the point, because they can be cute and strong at the same time. No, I don't think Whereine's particularly cute, I've got to say. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Fraxure has two different abilities that are possible. They can either have Mold Breaker like they have here, which is basically just any ability that would harm the opponent or stop their damage, like, you know, modifier stuff. If basically anything that would weaken their Pokemon in terms of dealing damage, it doesn't affect at all. So something like Solid Rock against, you know, super effective attacks, it wouldn't work. Sturdy wouldn't work because it prevents like damage stuff. But the other ability it can have, potentially the more dangerous one, especially with the attack power of that thing, is Rivalry. Rivalry, as we well know from our expeditions with Dudaface, Regal, has the ability to really add to the damage that you can output. And I'm thinking, do I want to switch here? Probably not, to be honest. I think I'm just going to be using two Pokemon throughout this whole thing. So, yeah. It's got the ability to really amplify the attack power on the same gender Pokemon, and that is terrifying. You know what else is terrifying? Druddigon. Druddigon's quite a scary dude. I mean, just look at that face, man. That face could, like, I don't know what it could do. It's just, it's all spiky and sharp and red and horrible, and I don't know. It's a scary guy. Just put that out there. It does get revenge. I don't know when. If it has it right now, that's gonna suck. But it just has Night Slash, so that's okay. Revenge is a move which it learns though. So yeah, with its high attack power, that can hurt. Now, Druddigon does not get Dragon Dance, and it is a very slow Pokemon, so even White Rock is going to outspeed it regardless, but yeah, it's also got Rough Skin as one of its abilities. Rough Skin and Sheer Force, I think, are the two which you can have. Rough Skin damages you if you make physical contact with it, and Sheer Force is a thing which increases the attack power of moves that have got an added effect, but it removes said added effect. So something, well, Druddigon doesn't really make very good use of it, but something like Flamethrower, which has got a 10% burn rate, it would no longer have that 10% burn rate, but it would be 30% stronger than it was before. So Sheer Force is a good ability, and it's actually the hidden ability of, oh, what was he called? Nidoking, which is really nice, but I don't have access to that, obviously. So the thing with this place is that we kind of need to go around and do lots of weird stuff. This is a little bit of a maze. It's not too bad, to be honest, but it can be confusing. Let's just put it that way. The overall aim of this place is to go all the way around and to basically like deactivate the switch that we just pressed, so that we can go down and press it the opposite way around, and you know, it's confusing. It's hard to describe properly, so I'm not even going to really try and describe it properly, but well, you'll see as we go along. Pretty much that's all I'm going to say for it. But yeah, White Rock is going to get to 45, she might get to 46 before we actually fight Drayden here, I suppose. Druddigon again. I'm not going to one-shot it unless I Blizzard. But Blizzard's got a high chance of missing. I'm gonna Blizzard. Yeah! Scored the hit! Blizzard's only got 70% accuracy, so it's really not something I want to rely on. But it's 120 base power compared to Aurora Beam's 65, and I'm not gonna get a better ice move during the game, during the main game. So yeah, as Hellfire says in the chat, Draudigon has Revenge at level 35. So if it gets a chance, it's probably gonna kill White Rock, because that's 120 base power when it goes second and takes damage, which it would be taking damage. So yeah, Draudigon also has 120 base attack, so it's pretty powerful. Anyway, there is another dragon over here, a third dragon, which makes things even more confusing when you think about it. But with that, the head gets lowered, which is not what you want. If you have both arms raised, the head will be high. If you have both arms lowered, the head will be low. So what you're going to need to do here is you're going to need to have both arms raised. And the way we have to go about doing that is by going all the way around again. Ah man, it's kind of annoying that the computer's lagging on this a bit, but yeah, because you don't have a choice to trip that switch when you start, you have to go around like this. But yeah, once you do that, you can go here, you can fight the second last trainer. I think there's a lot of trainers in this place too, that also makes it pretty difficult. But yeah, there's just this and I think one more trainer, one more veteran I believe at the top that we have to fight. More dinos! If you're actually looking for a dino, you will find one in Victory Road at a 5% chance. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. So yeah, we're not looking for dino though, and obviously I wouldn't get dino during the run unless it somehow comes up as the Pokemon for an area, which would be very frightening actually. Mostly because of how long it takes to evolve, but yeah. Draudigon. I don't know if I really want to risk it. Well, if I miss, it's only got 60 base power, because Revenge needs you to damage it first to get double power. So if I don't hit it, which I don't, it's not even going to use Revenge. Wow, okay. I can afford to Blizzard again then. And miss again. Wow. Okay, so yeah, Revenge doesn't do double damage unless you have damaged the opponent first. So as you can see, it didn't do that much, to be honest. And now the Blizzard is going to get the kill. So this is why I don't want to rely on Blizzard, because it's pretty unreliable, as you can see. It is not very accurate, so yeah. It's not a move that you want to be using if you want to be always hitting. If you do have Hail though, Hail would make it hit 100% of the time. And that is a tempting move to try and go back and get, but I don't want to go back and get it at the moment. And Hail is detrimental to everyone else on my team, so not something I want to go back and do yet. So now we can go on to this dragon again. We can go around the back of it here, and yeah, one more trainer to fight. Female veteran this time. 10 years of experience, oh boy, that's a lot of experience. Well, you might have 10 years of experience, but I have like 15, 16, so I think I win out in experience terms. Just saying. So yeah, more fractures. White Rock is just going to decimate all of them because that's what she does. Don't surf it, it's a dragon type, it's resistant to surf. It's actually faster than me too, that's not so good. You can see they hurt quite a lot. So yeah, be careful about that. Now the one saving grace for me type-wise is that I got Cypher before coming in here. Because Scizor is resistant to Dragon types. Steel is the only type in the game that resists Dragon. If you're playing the game normally, the Pokemon that you will want to try and have for this place is Ferrothorn. Because if you look in Chargestone Cave, then you'll get Ferroseed, which we have seen before actually, but Ferroseed is very good because it has Iron Barbs, so that if they do Dragon Claws and stuff on you, then they take damage for it, and it's a very defensive Pokemon, so yeah, resistant to dragon is good. Fracture does not get fire attacks outside of Incinerate, and Incinerate is very, very, very weak. So you're not at any danger of being hit by that. And I don't think they use Brick Break. Somebody might correct me on that. If they use Brick Break, then that's kind of annoying. But I don't believe they do. So Ferrothorn should be pretty safe against a Haxorus and whatnot. I know Druddigon's got Revenge, so again, you'll want to be a bit careful of that. But I guess you could Toxic Stall it a bit if you wanted, or you could just use somebody else against Druddigon. But yeah, there's plenty of options for it. Klinklang is another one, but Klinklang doesn't get very good moves, so it's not that good of an option. But anyway, we've gone all the way around, we've raised this thing here. I am going to just use items to heal from here because I don't want to leave the place and redo the puzzle stuff. So we'll just go ahead and heal with that. I guess I'm going to use the fresh water as well. But I'll use that on Rose. White Rock should have enough HP. But if I have any other healing items that I could use... not that I want to use. I don't really want to waste another thing on it. I could just use Oran Berries. That's pretty bad. Citrus Berry could be good though. We'll just use that. So I don't want to waste a Moo Milk on it really. Yeah, exactly. I know. Haxorus can get Brick Break. I know it can get Brick Break. It's whether the gym leaders one actually has it. That's the thing. I don't think it does. We'll have a Roar Beam and we will restore Blizzard just in case. I'm hoping not to have to use it, but we'll see. The other thing is you do get Cubchoo and Vanillite even as possible Pokemon that you can get before this, so you have options for taking on these guys. Anyway, Drayden is the mayor of the city as well, so yeah, young trainer, blah 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 blah. Let us see. Final gym fight. Lagging when it starts, whatever. Drayden looks absolutely horrifying in his picture. Seriously, he is just so scary. It's like that. I can't remember what the name of the dude was in Ruby Sapphire. That was the fourth Elite Four guy, the Dragon Elite Four in that one. It was a sailor type of dude looking too. I can't remember what his name was, but he was pretty scary too. Anyway, the main move of this gym is Dragon Tail, which is why it's actually not that scary of a gym to fight, because Dragon Tail basically it forces you to switch, but it's only got 60 base power and it goes last. So whilst these guys are trying to set up using Dragon Dance and stuff, they actually don't use the speed advantage of it. So it shouldn't be too bad to fight them, to be honest. It really shouldn't be, even if you don't have a resistance to dragon attacks. But anyway, Blizzard actually connected, so Druddigon goes down. I think this is pretty much how it's going to go. I don't foresee this being particularly problematic, and it's not just because I leveled a lot as well. It's, you know, there was a lot of trainers in the thing, and I was always going to level up going through it. And yeah, you can see it's going to Dragon Dance, and Haxorus has got base 147 attack. So boosting that thing's attack power is absolutely terrifying, but it doesn't have Dragon Claw as its move of choice, and the fact if I just connected with a Stab Blizzard is just going to one-shot it. So White Rock kind of decimates the gym, which gave me a lot of trouble last time actually. And there we go, level 47. I wanted it to evolve before coming into the gym, but I guess it really wasn't needed. Because Blizzard kind of pulls through. Aurora Beam by itself might not have been strong enough to do the job, but Blizzard pulls through, definitely. So yeah, anticlimactic just because by now you've got a lot of different choices and you can level fairly easily by now. So it's a bit of an anticlimactic final gym. As it turns out, the toughest one in this particular Nuzlocke was Clay for some reason. Even though I had 3 Pokemon that could deal with him, I just got luck hacked out of that one. So yeah, all the gym badges have been obtained, and we get the TM for Dragon Tail, as I've been describing. 60 base power is 90 accuracy as well, so it's not 100%, but if it does connect, it will force the opponent to switch. So yeah. So now we've got to go after the Pokemon League. Past Route 10, blah blah blah, to Victory Road. Yes, Elder Strength stuff. Yeah, pretty much we've now got to go and chase after Elder because we have to save the world and all of that crap. And that means we have to traverse across Route 10. But before we do that, Juniper is going to say hi. Yeah, legendary Pokemon, resurrection stuff. Of course it's better to do that. You haven't figured that. You're freaking useless, seriously. Someone deems worthy, whatever. Yeah, we have all the badges. Changed a lot, blah blah blah, show you where we should go. We know where we should go, we've already gone on that route. I could have done that as well actually, but... yeah, Dragon Tail's quite good for Superior. It's one of the only decent moves it can learn in this gen. At least it can get Dragon Pulse in Black and White too, from the tutors and stuff, which is quite good. Anyway, Pokemon Center stuff, yep. No, we don't, but whatever. Da-di-da-di-da. I actually wasn't paying attention to the question now. I thought it was, were you happy that you said that now? But no, it's actually, did you regret? But whatever. We got ourselves finally a Master Ball, which we aren't going to be using for a while. But yeah, basically, as always, you get the Master Ball right at the end when you can catch any Pokemon that you want with it. And no matter what happens, just keep on going. Keep on trucking on, and eventually you shall succeed. So there's no real need, with taking no damage in that fight, there's no real need to heal up or anything. I am just gonna keep on going, I think. I'll send out Dweevil first. So, right, much more to do here. Hopefully, do we have a minute? Maybe we do. Big storm on Route 7! Oh, man, so strange indeed. Let's go and investigate then. Route 7 is somewhere we can head because I can fly now. So I'll quickly grab a flying type out and we'll go and have a look. See what's going on. So, Route 7 apparently has a really bad storm. This is definitely much rainier than before. Have a look at that. That is a crazy strong storm there. Seriously, just the sheer force of that is absolutely manic. And when you pass by the thing here, that Pokemon has come again. Yes, it has. Don't go heading into the tall grass. It might be too much. Okay, sure, we can do that. So, what is this Pokemon that has been talked about here? Have I caught the Pokemon in Itera City? Yes, I do believe I did. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't that great. Catch calls, sorted by stuff. Sure, why not? It's a Tornadus. Yeah, this is another specific thing for the black and white versions. The white version would have Thunderous, and the black version has Tornadus. So yeah, flies around the region, letting loose winds, blah blah blah, so that's why it's so wet outside at the moment. Aww, ain't that nice? I know, it's terrible, right? So yeah, this is the game's roaming legendary, basically. Yeah. One day it can lap around the region. That's pretty impressive, yeah. Mornings it's south, evenings it's north, and yeah. Basically, you can gauge where it's going to be based on the time of day. And that was its cry. And that is the Pokemon itself. Yep. And that is what it does. And then it kind of just disappears. When it does, the rain completely stops. So if you see the rainstorm, then you know it's in the general area. I don't know if you can actually see it from the town map. That is something which I would like to see, if you can, because I know in the previous game, like Heart Gold Soul Silver, you could see the roaming legendaries on the town map place, but I guess you wouldn't really be able to see where it would be from here, to be honest. But if you have a look at bulletin boards, that's one thing. I could probably show that off briefly. If I go and fly to Route 10 once again, or going up towards Route 10, the bulletin boards will show, like, will tell you where a big storm thing is happening, and that shows you where it is, basically. I'm pretty sure once you've got it in the Pokédex entries, you could probably look at it from there as well. Yeah, it was on the Pokegear, the map thing of it. Anyway, there's something about the storm there. The city is where blah 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 blah. Yes, whatever. Buildings blah 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 blah. Don't really care. Tell me where the thing is. Oh, come on. The one time I want to show it off, and it ain't coming up. Biggest shopping area we know. There's nothing you can't find here. Shopping all 9. Stupid fillers. March 24. Yeah, you can tell. Oh, this is when I'm like doing stuff. Route 12. I can't go to Route 12 because Route 12 is post game. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. So can't see it just now. Anyway, this has been Gamer Cow playing Pokemon Black or Random Nuzlocke. Next time, I'm sorry, this is gonna be like potentially shorter, but yeah, it's not that short to be honest. It's nearly half an hour before editing, so yeah, next time we're gonna take on Route 10 and head towards the Pokemon League. Finally getting towards a conclusion in this game, jeez. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm gonna do this on Wednesday or next Saturday, but yeah, it's getting kind of late. You can see by the timer on my thing, it's 25 past 2 in the morning, so it's just I need to stop at this point, I think. But yeah, taking on the last gym. Next time we take on this route. Already caught the Pokemon, obviously, that was the Krogunk, and all that's left is trainers, and of course now we're getting into the difficult points, so yeah, it's gonna be quite a thing. See you guys next time.